Welcome to Monday Night Live. You're watching Owen Video on the Owen Video channel, and today we're going to be talking about some really in-depth, really scary topics. We're going to be answering all your questions, and I can't wait to get to them. Stay tuned. All that and more coming up. Owen Video! Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Owen Video and I'm joining you live on Monday, like I do every single Monday. And tonight we're going to be answering your questions live. I'm so excited to be getting to some of these questions that you're going to have tonight. I want to welcome you if you're watching us live on Facebook, if you're watching us live on YouTube. It's good to have you here. Leroy Dickinson, Robert C. Stern, Tim Longwell. I love seeing you guys log in, and I'm glad you came here tonight. We're going to be going through Double R Restorations, Jen Adventures TV, Jordan Thomas, good to Raj Seilers, good to see you. I was trying to stream on Twitter. Looks like we couldn't get the stream up and running, but I'm glad you guys are here with me tonight, and I want to know your biggest internet marketing questions. So let me know in the comments section what questions you guys might have. I can't wait to dig into some of this stuff with you guys. Tonight. Hey Eddie, were you able to find the chat on Twitter? Eddie Garrison's logging in. He's a good buddy of mine. Awesome Instagrammer and tweeter. Let me know if you're able to see the stream on Twitter. I wasn't able to find it, so maybe it didn't get through. Doug Houston, boom. Mike Powlis, good to see you guys. We're coming off of a really great weekend. I spent the last 10 days roaming through the state of Utah where my family lives. It's also where CVX Live was held, and that is a YouTuber conference. A lot of really powerful speakers, powerful YouTubers were there. I got to hear a lot from them and learned a lot about building my own channel and learned a lot about the struggles some of you new YouTubers are experiencing, sort of out there on the road to YouTube. So I would love tonight to be all about you guys. And I'd love to encourage you to ask your questions. Selena Ryan, logging in. You, Selena Ryan, have questions. Jordan Thomas, I saw you doing push-ups. I know you've got questions for me. So I want you guys to ask your questions in the chat box. And I'm going to get to them right away. But first, I want to tell you guys about a little thing we call VidSummit. Now, if you don't know, VidSummit is a YouTube conference. It's really a fantastic, I think it's the best YouTube conference in the country. And it's put on by Daryl Eves. I'm going to be emceeing or sort of hosting this event. And this year's keynotes is going to be Barry Gaynerchuk, Sean Doris, and Matt Pat, founder of Theorist Inc. It's really going to be an exciting show. It's going to be in Los Angeles. You can get 2 different passes. The Ultimate Pass and the Attendee Pass. The Ultimate Pass, you'll get some behind-the-scenes stuff. But look at these speakers that are going to be there. All of the biggest names in YouTube, including our good friends Roberto Blake, Tim Schmoyer, Mark Robinson, Jeremy Vest, David Walsh, Jake Larson, and oh, look at this good-looking guy. So if you guys are going to be... If you want to be a part of the YouTube community and you just haven't had a chance to go to a conference yet, I want to encourage you guys to go to VidSummit. You can go to vidsummit.com and get your tickets. Everything Tesla. Alex, what's up, my man, is saying he's going to be there. Mike Powlis, Big Air 5 for the $1 super chat. I appreciate it. And Knifey Burks is saying, hello, I finally caught you live. I'm glad you could join us. I really am. So it's good to see you here. So let's talk about some things, guys. There's some big things in the YouTube news, newsosphere, and I want to go through those with you today and get your feedback. First of all, have you guys heard this? Check this out. YouTube is reportedly testing video playback speed in mobile apps. I've definitely noticed this. If you double tap on your screen if you double tap on the video while you're watching a video, you can speed through some of that video. And I have that on my iPhone. But this is sort of a new thing. We've been wanting them to have it for a while, and now they do. It says on desktop devices, I'm scrolling through this a little bit too fast. Users can adjust the speed at which videos play, but we've always wanted to have that on a mobile device. I think it's pretty cool. I've seen some tests on this. What do you guys think? Is that something you would want to use? I'd love to know in the comments section below. Big news coming out of the YouTube sphere right here. Is YouTube targeting conservative YouTubers? Guys, the new algorithm is a challenging thing. I'm telling you, I'm really challenged by it. If you guys haven't had a chance to go check out Roberto Bake's stream where he talks about the new YouTube algorithm, the question of whether or not conservative channels are being targeted was certainly brought up. And Roberto was saying, no, of course not. YouTube is a business and they want to show videos to as many people as possible. But we keep hearing reports of conservative news channels being demonetized, and in some cases, whole channels are being brought down. Now, obviously, that's going to, ignite a political discussion, which some of us don't want to have. But my question to you is YouTube silencing conservative voices? Here's what I'll say. I'll say that the evidence is pretty hard to ignore. You've got testimony from various conservative channels saying that they've been completely demonetized. You've even got the founder of Patreon, who, although not politically charged, made it clear that some channels with millions of views have lost all their ad revenue, while others have not. What do you guys think? I'd love to hear your thoughts on that as well. You guys getting some echo? Do you tell me if you hear the echo now on this page? Do you see it on this page? Let me go ahead and check my audio settings here and make sure that our audio is... Oh, yeah, there we go. There, I should turn it off. Turn it off now. So I'd love to know your thoughts, guys. Do you think that YouTube is silencing voices? Let's get into it tonight. Now, on tonight's show, Monday Night Live, we're going to be answering your questions about YouTube. And the first question I have came in last night, as a matter of fact. And so I'm going to flip over to, let's see if that affects kind of like what it looks like on the screen here. I'm going to flip over to my, oh, good, we're getting some questions in on Facebook. Good to see you guys here today. So here's the first question I have for you. Hi, Owen. I'm glad we connected on social. I work in high-level advertising, but was just tasked with the YouTube project. Here's my question. How does YouTube report views if embedded on a website? So are any of you guys embedding your videos into a website? Certainly let me know in the comment section. All right, so here's sort of like the problem with putting videos into a website. First of all, I fully agree with and believe in this strategy. The YouTube algorithm responds to embedding. So the more your video gets embedded, the more likely it is going to rank, and the more you're increasing your audience, right? Animal Facts knows all about this because we've been talking about this in some of our private meetings. And Animal Facts, you're writing some good stuff here. I can't wait to get into that. Look, check it out, guys. If you're going to embed into a website, you're going to be exposing yourself to new audiences, and that's a really good thing. However, YouTube may not accurately report all of the views that you're getting from that website. And here's some things that can affect that. Number one, are you auto-playing the video? Auto-playing is a big chunk of where errors in reporting comes through. I'm actually going to turn off my Google storage right now. Just kind of looping over to that and clean up my CPU. Make sure we're running as smoothly as possible. So are you auto-playing the video? The other thing you want to think about is, are you embedding the video or the playlist? Okay? Is there a play button on the embed? All of those things are going to affect your ability to properly measure your views on an embed. Here's what YouTube counts as a view. It's going to be a 30-second view is what's going to count as a view. So for all of you guys that have 10,000 views, that's like 10,000 minimum 30-second views on your channel. That's a very, very good place to be. However, if you're at a place in your YouTube where YouTube also wants to see user-initiated clicks. User-initiated clicks. Now, do you guys understand what that means? A user-initiated click is where the user actually has to click on a thumbnail or click on a play button to initiate the playback. So if you're in an autoplay setup, number one, you could be losing views. But some of you guys, you might be embedding your videos into a landing page or you're embedding your videos into a blog page, and you don't really need to count the views. You simply want time spent on page or some other SEO metrics. That's going to work just fine for you, okay? If you want to count the views, here's what I recommend to optimize your ability to track these things. You're going to want to embed the video, okay? And do not embed the video, but don't set it to autoplay, all right? And those are going to help you maximize your ability to get your views tracked when you go live. So that's a great question. That question came in from Carrie Jessica, who's also asking, I wonder on a more granular level of reporting, what is counted or not counted as a view when shared from a website link to social? That's going to go back to my question. Those two big things that are going to count as a view, those two big things. Number one is a user-initiated click, and then number two is going to be at least 30 seconds. Now, when it comes to measuring your views, guys, here's a big thing for you to think about. When it comes to measuring your views, are you using both the YouTube Analytics framework and the YouTube Creator Studio app? Okay, and in case you don't know, let me show you guys. Okay, that is the YouTube Creator Studio app, okay? And you get much more granular levels of reporting between both platforms. So I would encourage you guys to be using both of those as you're measuring your views. We got some questions coming in on Facebook, so I want to go ahead and answer those. Cher Krieger is saying, you know, Cher, we're going to get to that in 1 second. There was one question ahead of you that I wanted to get to. I want to try to do my best to take all these in order. And guys, if you're just joining us, you're watching Monday Night Live. I'm Owen Video, YouTube and marketing expert, and tonight we're answering all of your questions. So be sure to answer us. Be sure to ask your questions in the comment section below. It's my first live stream since vacation. I'm a little rusty. I'm a little slow, but with your help, I just know we're going to get through it all in fine style. I'm certainly burning out my CPU tonight. Looks like tons of stuff running. So I'm just going to get that last question that was asked, and we'll get to, I know you guys hate dead air. I hate dead air too. We got some great questions coming in on Facebook. YouTube, you guys are quiet tonight. You guys are quiet tonight. Hey, James, would you shut this door for me, please? Thank you, my son. And in on Facebook, YouTube, you guys are quiet tonight. Oh, looks like we still got a little bit of that echo coming in. You guys are quiet tonight. Hey, James, would you shut this door for me? Okay. Here we go. Got some questions coming in right now. Selena Ryan is saying, how do you keep up the discipline to do internet marketing? how do you have motivation? I think that's a great question. And I think that the root of that question is, you know, based on the constant frustration of always. We have some great questions coming in on YouTube as well. Okay, so Selena Ryan is asking me, how do you keep up with the discipline of internet marketing? How do you stay motivated? Guys, internet marketing is my game, okay? As a matter of fact, on this channel, you're going to see us talking a lot more about a well-rounded internet marketing strategy versus just a YouTube strategy, which is what we've been talking about for about the last 3 months or so. So internet marketing is a multifaceted approach, and you have to be willing to commit to internet marketing for a year before you start to see any major results. Now, if that's a statement that's a little bit scary to you, go ahead, give me a share right now. Click the share button, share this out on Twitter, share this out on your Facebook page, and help the show to grow. Here's what I mean by that, okay? Internet marketing is a planting seeds scenario, all right? You are planting seeds. So what is internet marketing? Internet marketing is SEO, all right? Internet marketing is, I'm going to go to the comment section so you guys can kind of see your own comments here. Internet marketing is SEO. Internet marketing is web design. Internet marketing is social media. Internet marketing is CRO, which is conversion rate optimization. And you guys need to have a multifaceted strategy for being able to do all of these things in order to build your channel. One of the most successful presentations at CVX Live was my good friend Jeremy Vest, how to build off of YouTube. And for those of you guys that have been watching this show for a while, you've heard me and seen me talking about building your channel off of YouTube. So you have to have a strategy that is a long-term game, okay? And a strategy that that you've got to be patient through. Here are some of the things that I've done, okay, to keep myself motivated through these months where you're not exactly sure what's happening with your channel. Number one is read the blogs and watch the video channels, watch the YouTube channels from some of your favorite internet marketing people, right? Is it Jonathan Dean? Is it Neil Patel, Andy Crestadina? Continue to follow their content and do the things they're telling you to do. I'm actually going double R restoration. I'm going to the live feature right now, the live chat feature, and checking it out here. He said, hey, you got to check out the new YouTube live chat feature. Continue to follow the internet marketing experts, okay? And as long as you're doing the things that they say you should be doing, I want you guys to have a whole lot of trust in that. I do, because I built my company on this. I didn't know if what I was doing was going to work, but I believed them when they told me that these things would work. Okay? Another part of staying motivated is going to the conferences. You have to meet other people at your level, and I would highly suggest, okay, highly suggest. Now, when I first started, I couldn't afford the conferences. So what I did was I would buy like the digital passes, and I would just spend a whole lot of time in the chat room. Go onto other live videos and Eddie Garrison, I love your question. I'm getting to that next. Go into the other live videos and network with other people that are at your level. Here's why you want to be doing that, okay, is you want to create a network of people that are at your level and gauge yourself based on what they're doing. When I first started, okay, I was networking all the time with other people that were at my level, maybe a little bit higher because I'm an overachiever, and I always want to see like who's on the ball, right? And then kind of follow them. I always want to be a little bit behind so that I'm constantly hungry. How many of you guys, by the way, are those types of people that want to stay hungry? I'd love to know in the comments section. So, follow people that are at your level and then gauge every 3 months. How many views are they getting? How much web traffic are they getting? And are you on that level? That's a great way for you to gauge your growth and make sure that you're staying on top and moving along at the same pace as other marketers. So great question, Selena Ryan. Eddie Garrison, my man, is asking best practices to get started from scratch on building your email list. Great question. Okay, so building an email list is the most important thing that you could ever do in your business. And I talked about this at CVX Live. And in fact, when I talked about it, I got like this overwhelming groan from the audience, you know, kind of like, oh man, that's so businessy. I just want to create and I want you to tell me, Owen, live your passion and your channel will grow. Guys, it's absolutely false. If you treat your channel like a hobby, it will grow like a hobby. If you treat your channel like a business, it will grow like a business. So Eddie is asking, how can we build an email list? Well, an email list is what? An email list is literally a collection of names and emails that people have voluntarily given you in order to receive more of your content. You guys have all seen this before. So maybe you'll go to a blog site and it says like, hey, give me your name and email if you want to get my newsletter. Maybe you'll get a pop-up that says, hey, get these my top 25 list. If you want to get better at internet marketing or at growing a channel, whatever the case might be. So you put your name and email into a list, and next thing you know, you're getting a name and email from those people, okay? You're on their list. And you want to be doing the exact same thing. So how can you get started building a list? First of all, I want you guys to know I'm going to be covering a ton of this content in the next few weeks on this channel with professionally produced videos. So if you'd like to get more of that, it's your first time here, be sure to subscribe. Number 2, Selena Ryan. She's on Facebook. Now she's on YouTube. It's good to see you. Number 2, Eddie Garrison, create a free checklist. Create something like a 25-point or a 10-point checklist. And if I were you, Eddie Garrison, one of your great strengths is content. You're able to produce Instagram content like a beast. In fact, Air 5 for Eddie Garrison, the Instagram beast. You do great at that. What I would do is I would create something like a checklist or a post that's like, I'm trying to refresh the comment section here. Something like, hey, how to create Instagram content for days, you know, and then give that out to your audience. When they request it, they'll have to put their name and email into the list. The second thing that I would do, and you guys are going to kill me, put a pop-up on your website. Put a pop-up on your website. Now, I know a lot of you guys are probably thinking, oh, I hate pop-ups and pop-ups are stupid. And yes, 95% of the people feel that way, but 5% of your website visitors do not. And what I mean by that is 5% of your website visitors will opt into your email list. In some cases, they'll opt in just to get rid of the pop-up. That's a good thing. It's a good thing for you. So add a pop-up to your website. Number 3 thing that you can do, and I'll close this question here, is add an opt-in box to the sidebar of your website. All of these things have been very effective for me, and I believe that they'll be very effective for you if you allow them to be. So hopefully, guys, the echo has gone away. We're getting some comments here. Animal Facts is saying, I use embedding to get almost 100% of my views. I feel like I can't. I don't know where to put the coffee. There's like so much room here, and I want to just keep drinking coffee. I don't know where to put it. Double R Restorations is saying, I have a project thread, and I embed my videos in a forum. Good for you. Dr. Bob is saying, I use all the analytics and the app, and I use TubeBuddy. Good for you. Larry Snow, what's up, my man? Air 5. Larry Snow is a big friend of the channel. He tweeted me out earlier. Thank you, sir. Did you see the new chat video feature in the YouTube mobile app? No, I haven't. Larry, please tell us what it's about in the comment section. I'd love to hear more. Double R Restorations is saying, I noticed a lot of my views were paused for about a week. Not sure why. Your channel was probably under some type of investigation. If you were using, I mean, you're probably, I got to get familiar with your channel, but you may have been using some terms that YouTube's AI sort of triggered the algorithm and you got caught in it. My good friend Animal Facts had that same problem. They shut down his channel. He called me in sort of a huff. He goes, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And I said, bro, relax. Your channel's going to come back on. And what happened? It took 2 days, but the channel definitely came back on. So, you'll notice some of these views are going to get paused. Remember, this is a software. It's an interface, and it's growing every day. 400 minutes are being uploaded every hour. So keep that in mind. YouTube is for the most part, not trying to screw you unless you're a conservative news source, right? Which Selena Ryan is saying, I think it's just scaremongering. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Ricky Garcia's, I've been doing 2 higher production videos for about a week and 1 live stream. Do you think that scheduling videos ahead of time hurts your views? No. Okay, so the question is, does scheduling videos ahead of time hurt your views? The answer is absolutely no. And Facebook, don't you guys go anywhere. I'm going to be coming back to you in just a second. And if you have any questions, be sure to put them in the comment section below. If you want me to answer your question right away, share this video on your timeline now, and we'll bump you up to the top of the thing. So, actually, I would schedule my content in advance more often if I had, more manpower. Right now, it's me and my wife. We're still sort of developing our workflows. And guys, I have a handful of clients in the BizTube Academy. I have private clients. I even have a major client that we do all of their video production for. I'm only one man. And so I would be scheduling my events live as often as possible, Ricky, and I would be tweeting them out as often as possible. Profits Marketing Group is saying, Owen, any insight into when YouTube Live broadcast will be open to the rest of us without 10,000 subs? Profits, you should be having it. I certainly have it on my channels that don't have 10,000 subs. So, my question for you is, are you using your Facebook Live, on your YouTube Live? Are you going to other lives besides mine and participating? Have you gone through all of the, because participating in more lives will show YouTube you're into it, and they may release it to your channel. The other part of that is, do you have it turned on? Okay, go to your channel settings and see if you have YouTube Live set on. But I believe that Live is available to anyone with over 1,000 subs. Kim here is saying, hey, Owen, we met at CVX Live. I was wondering about the algorithm and scheduling videos. Does the 24-hour lifespan of the video start when it goes public or when you hit schedule? Okay, so what Kim here is talking about is the birth rate, right? From the moment you're born, you start dying. And that is true with YouTube videos. From the moment you hit publish, your video starts to sink, and it only is made afloat by watch time, views, and subscribers. So, Kim, the key there is going public and going unlisted. Public and unlisted mean kind of the same thing to the algorithm. It obviously doesn't have the same effect on the video. Public means the whole world can see it, whereas unlisted means that only people with the link can see it. So the moment you make a video unlisted or public, that's when it needs to start gaining subscribers in order to get on top and get ranked. Okay, I'm switching over to Facebook. I'm going to look at some of the questions that we have. Dean Jonathan is asking, hope you're well, Owen. Have you thought about using the Anchor app? Yeah, I've thought about it, but I can't bring myself to do it. So for those of you guys that don't know, I'll tell you in just a second. I'm sort of sharing this video out on my timeline. Hey, if you guys are enjoying this content right now, do me a favor and share this video on your timeline. Would love to get the news out. Would love to get the video out. And I love that you guys are here and playing with me. My computer is just running so slow, and I did all the things that you were supposed to do. Wow. Can you guys hear that? That's my family yelling at each other. So the Anchor app, okay, Tim Longwell is saying 100 subs gets YouTube mobile live. So thank you for that, Tim Longwell. Great channel, by the way, Tim. I was geeking out on it this weekend. So what we're asking for here is the Anchor app. Now, Tim Schmoyer at Video Creators is using the Anchor app. Joel Comm is using the Anchor app. Anchor is sort of like a... It's an audio app, like a podcasting app. Roberto Blake has been using the Anchor app. And it's kind of one of these things where you can be like creating a podcast on the go. Now, I believe in order for us to be successful on YouTube and on the internet, you should be multifaceted. You should take a multimedia approach. The Anchor app, to me, it's been out for a while. I used it in the very beginning. It's social. It's cool. I'm not against the Anchor app. But if I were you guys, I would be putting your energy into something that's really going to pay off and that's really been proven. What I see is sort of this shiny object syndrome. And I see YouTubers that have a great channel all of a sudden get way more interested in these shiny objects that flat out haven't been proven. And I don't think that Anchor has been proven. Sure, people are liking it and they're enjoying it, but has it really created any outstanding success for anybody? No, not yet. And until that happens, you're going to be one of the pioneers that gets the arrows in the back. So I would encourage you guys all, as growing YouTubers, as growing entrepreneurs, to focus your energy and focus your time, okay, on platforms that are going to pay off for you, okay? And those are some things you need to be thinking about. Larry Snow is saying, make sure your pop-up on your website doesn't show in mobile. Google will penalize you in search. Larry, bravo. I did not know that. In fact, I think you're going to get featured on my next video when we talk about adding pop-ups. Jason Jackson is asking, how do you get clients to market for you on any reason? For any reason. I can't share for some reason. I'm not sure if you mean you can't share this video or if you can't share, your clients aren't sharing. But here's my answer for you. So Jason is saying, how do you get your clients to market for you? The first thing I'll say to that, Jason, is ask them. Okay, build in client marketing or like UGC, user-generated content. Build that in your build that. My YouTube is just going crazy. I'm just burning out my CPU. Build that into your presentation. So Jason's doing a lot of live video on Facebook, and here's what I would say. Just like you hear me saying things like, hey guys, if you're enjoying this content, share it out, get it out on the web. I'd really appreciate it. Build that stuff into your content. Another part of that is on our podcast live on Facebook. By the way, guys, there is an iCard up here. You got to go to the upper right-hand corner, and you can get onto my chatbot. You can get links to my podcast, and I recommend that you do that. You can stay in touch with the content I'm doing with Nick and some of the other things that we're doing. Here's the idea: is to get your clients to actually market for you, you have to ask them to. So we ask our clients to share the content, and we get about 25 shares per episode. Here's another thing you could do: you can be adding in hashtags to your content, which makes your content more social, okay? So ask your clients to use hashtags when they're talking about you. Now, Jason, you are Chris Strub. I can see you sneaking in. Big Air 5 to Chris Strub, who keynoted the Business Vlog Summit this last weekend in Vegas. Congratulations, bro. It's good to see. Build that into your platform, Jason. So you're telling your clients, look, if we're going to do a contest and the winner of the contest is going to win, the Arbonne chocolate shake package, right? And in order to enter the contest, you've got to use the hashtag, hashtag Team Jackson or something similar. And what happens is they're going to start posting testimonials, posting stories using that hashtag. Your hashtag is going to get out and your message is going to grow. So I appreciate those questions on internet marketing. So Jason Jackson is asking one more question, which is, and then we're going to get to share. Let's go to share. Sorry, Jason. I answered two of yours, and I want to get to share. How does it work to utilize the tag products in your store when you post on your Facebook page? We do have some products in the store. However, I don't know if Facebook charges us when we tag those products in our post. Okay, great question, Cher, and very astute, by the way. What Cher is asking, guys, is she's talking about in Facebook when you post. you can share your products. My good friend Alan Medcraft over at AMD Details Car Auto does a great job at this. He'll post a post on Facebook, and then underneath it, you'll see the ability to buy one of his products. You can do this very, very simply. The first thing you need to do is go to your Facebook page and set up your products tab. Now, I'm not exactly sure what button you need to press. It might be services, it might be shop, it might be manage promotions. I'm not exactly sure. But once you set that up and you tag one of your products, or excuse me, and you make a post, Facebook will automatically ask you, okay, if you want to place that product underneath your post. You can also mention the product in your video. You can mention the product like tag the product in your post, and it will automatically show up underneath that post. So this is a phenomenal tool for you guys to be utilizing. And I would love for you to, oh man, I'm just trying to get set up. I'm trying to go back to my comments, and Facebook is just kind of killing me here. That'll help you to not only sell more products, but bring more attention to your products. And I think that that's something that we all want. I'm hearing all of these noises out here in my living room, like babies falling, lifestyles crashing to the ground. And it's causing me to be a little bit distracted. Crazy Sisters, $5. Boom, in the super chat. She's asking me my favorite question. Does it help to build your channel having a website with your videos on? Yes, absolutely. Okay, this is probably the number 2 thing that YouTubers and creators hate for me to say. And it's this. It's that number 1 is building a list. Nobody likes to hear that. Number 2 is that you have to have a website, or you should have a website alongside your channel. And the reason is this, is because YouTube is the 2nd largest search engine in the world. But what's the first, guys? The first is Google. And who owns Google? That's right. Who owns YouTube? Google owns YouTube. So the way that people second largest search engine in the world. But what's the first, guys? The first is Google. Hang on one second. I'm going to turn that off. The idea is this, is that people search on Google very differently than how they search on YouTube. YouTube, they're looking for a visual step-by-step presentation. On YouTube, we're looking for something more informational and general. So you want to ask yourself, do you want this video to be found on Google or on YouTube, and is there room for overlay there? If you want it to rank on Google, you're going to have a much better opportunity with a blog. Second is, if you want your videos to rank on YouTube, it helps to have them embedded. So yes, you want to have your own website where you can be embedding your videos. Back in the day, when I was sort of like a YouTube ranker, like that's what I would do, is I would rank videos for people. I would actually embed those videos in multiple different places. So we would have, what do you call it? We would have a Google site. Check out Google Sites. And we would embed our videos in Google Sites, plus the blog, plus Medium, plus LinkedIn. That's 4 or 5 different embeds just from properties that we own. The next part of that is going into the blogosphere and asking other blogs to embed your videos. Making videos for your email marketing company and asking them to embed your videos. So yes, having a video with your website is essential, and it's really easy to do. If you want a step-by-step, go to my page, and you'll have opportunity on how to do that. Larry Snow is saying, Owen video, I'll tweet you the link for the intro video for the new feature. Cool. I'd love to see that. Thank you so much. He's talking about YouTube's got a new feature for mobile live and viewing, and I'd love to check that out. Alex Solis, good to see you. Profits Marketing Group is saying, definitely, I will participate in more lives. Guys, if you want something from a social media channel, do more of that thing. Do more of that thing. Revitalect is saying technology. Am I right? You're totally right, man. Kim here is saying, Owen, I love scheduling. So glad it doesn't hurt. Not only does it not hurt, it's actually a really good thing to do. Larry Snow, big $15 super chat. Larry Snow, you're getting 2 Air 5s. He says, love you, man. I appreciate all you do. Let's go get some likes and shares, people. I appreciate that. And if you guys are appreciating the content I'm dropping down here for free, this is the stuff I go over with my clients, guys, and I'm doing this for you. And if you maybe aren't in the place where you want to throw down $15, do me a favor, throw down a Twitter share. Do me a favor, if you're watching this on Facebook, click the share button right now and just tell your friends you're watching a really cool show. I'd really appreciate that. Viral Funny Videos is asking kind of a cool question. He's saying, web developer or YouTuber, which will be the better choice? Well, my question is, why do you have to choose? Okay, I started this game as a web developer, and then, you know, my whole channel, guys, my whole channel was built on web design. And then I started getting calls for training people on YouTube. Oh, and I saw your video. It's got, 50,000 views. Can you show me how to do that? And I'm like, I guess so. So I started watching video creators, and I started watching Daryl Eves. And that's how I met Daryl Eves, is I started writing him and answering him. Getting back to him. And I'm seeing some great questions in here from Green Screen Master and from another channel. I'll have to go back and see it. So my question is, why do you have to choose between the two? If I had to choose, I would say become an internet marketing expert. That's what I did, right? My specialty is definitely YouTube. But if somebody hired me for their SEO, guys, I could rock that. If somebody hired me for their web design, I could rock that, And you want to be in a position where when somebody comes to you and says, can you do my Facebook ads? You can say, yes, I will do your Facebook ads. If somebody says, I can do I need some help with my YouTube ads, can you do that? Then yes, put yourself in a place where you can do those things. If you're just joining us, you're watching Monday Night Live, and I am Owen Video. Today we're answering all your questions on this very special subscriber Q&A. Now, if you're not used to the channel or you're not aware of our production schedule, let me tell you guys what it is. Monday nights at 6 p.m., we go live on this channel. On Wednesdays, we upload a new video. On Fridays, we upload the replay of the Business of Video podcast. That's my podcast with my good friend and business partner, Nick Nimmin. So I want to encourage you guys to subscribe to the channel and come back every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for new videos. Everything Tesla! Everything Tesla! Just dropped a bomb on me. You dropped a bomb on me, Tesla. He dropped me $20 in the super chat. He didn't say anything. Alex is a good friend of the channel. He's also a creator that I absolutely respect and love. Thank you, my man, for the $20. Really, really appreciate it. He says, thank you for all the advice, but more important, the energy. You're very welcome, and I want to encourage you, Everything Tesla. You have one of my favorite channels, and I don't even own a Tesla. In fact, I'm kind of pissed off that he screwed over, those 60,000 people that thought they were going to get a drive-for-you car, and they're not. But I'm going to tell you this right now. You get engaged in the community. You make absolutely incredible videos. So I want to encourage you guys to go check out Everything Tesla's channel, both on YouTube and in Instagram. Okay, Jaime looks busy, or is it Jamie looks busy, is asking, hi, Owen, when posting videos to a website, is it better to post the playlists or post the separate videos? My recommendation, dude, is to post the playlists, okay? Now, you're going to run into some issues there because obviously it's got like this video and that video, like which video is the thumbnail, and there's going to be some issues there. And for that, you're going to have to get creative. Paul Peck, good to see you. I would post the playlist, and I would post your playlist, guys, every opportunity you get. Post a playlist. Why? because you increase the chance of them binge watching, and that's what you want. You want binge watchers. You want people that are going to watch not just one, but multiple videos. And it's way more helpful to you. It's way more helpful to them if you simply put a bunch of videos in a playlist that they can just sit back and let the good times roll, okay? So I definitely recommend that you guys be posting playlists wherever you can. And in your website, here's what I would do, guys. I would post a blog with the video, okay? And then maybe even underneath that blog, a playlist. But I would also post another blog on your website that is the playlist, and see, which of those blogs gets more airtime, which of those blogs is going to rank faster. I think you'll be surprised, and I think either way it's going to benefit you. Green Screen Master is asking, is YouTube analytics accurate? Even if it wasn't, it's all you got, right? Andrew Commander, I see your question. I will get to that. And there was a couple other questions down there that I wanted to get to as well. Is YouTube analytics accurate? Yes, it's accurate up to 48 hours, which means that the analytics that you're seeing on your page right now are how your channel looked 2 days ago. So you've got to remember that it's kind of like looking at distant starlight, right? You're not looking at the star today. You're looking at the star from, hundreds of thousands of millions of years ago, depending on the star, right? So keep that in mind when you're talking about your YouTube analytics. But I would also encourage you guys to use the YouTube Creator app, okay? It's the app that looks like this. Can you see it? Okay? It's this one right here. I don't know if you can see that. It's got the little crank. Go to your app store and get that. Okay, because you're going to have different analytics. They're laid out a little bit differently. They're both accurate, okay, but they portray them differently, and both of those are going to help you. Andrew Commander, it's good to see you. That is his real last name, by the way. That's not a stage name. He says, what is your favorite type of video to watch? I get my news from YouTube, which is why I'm very concerned about YouTube punishing and demonetizing conservative websites. I'm a libertarian by nature. I think that both of our parties are a little messed up, and I believe in the freedom of the individual, okay? Just to put my politics out there so that you guys can make your judgments and hang up or whatever it is that you want to do. I hope you'll just continue to join me, even if we have differences. But I'm a big freedom of information guy, and that's the beautiful thing about the internet is that we all are free to consume it. When you have channels that are demonetized because of their political opinions, you put those creators in a place to not be able to create, and that destroys our ability to consume information. So that's my problem with it. But Andrew Commander is asking the question, what's your favorite type of video to watch? I watch news, and I have a whole playlist of people from the Young Turks all the way to Ben Shapiro. So I geek out on that stuff at night, and I love it. My wife's favorite content to consume is cat videos. There's no doubt about it. She loves cat videos, and I love her for it. So I'm coming back to your questions here. We're going to be wrapping up. Revitalek is saying, great session, Owen. Thanks for the valuable information. Beanie Draws, where have you been, dude? Where has Beanie Draws? Where have you been? We've been waiting for you. Alex Solis is saying, isn't it better to use the channel build up niche? Your channel, I think what he's asking is, should your channel have a niche? Yes, your channel should absolutely have a niche, and it should be well crafted. Okay? Your idea should be well crafted, meaning that you know the value of your channel and you're able to communicate it in 1 or 2 sentences tops, right? On this channel, our new value statement is helping you become more profitable, and more powerful with internet marketing. So when you have a value statement, your viewer clearly understands what your channel is about, and can subscribe or unsubscribe based on that. Alex Solis is also asking, love the website idea, but are you buying a website or spending time on Dreamweaver trying to do it yourself? Look, Alex, I appreciate your question. Anybody who is using Dreamweaver is about 10 years too late. Okay, Dreamweaver is old news, and none of you guys should be using that software. None of you guys should be hard coding your websites either. You guys should all be on WordPress, Wix, or Weebly type websites. Now, I don't particularly love Wix or Weebly. They are not going to be too friendly in Google search, but they're easy to design, okay? WordPress is the best way to go. And with WordPress, you're going to install a free theme, and you're going to start building your channel out or building your blog out. If, on the other hand, you're, you've got a couple bucks and you want to get fancy with it, you definitely want to buy a theme. And the theme that I recommend is Xtheme. Xtheme is phenomenal for dragging a drag and drop template. Okay, really easy to build a website that way. But you can also go to themeforest.net or Envato, and there are tons of themes that you can buy for $35, $45 bucks. Beanie Draws is saying, I should check out the podcast. Guys, I have a great podcast that I run with Nick Nimmin. Check out the iCard that's in the upper right-hand corner of the frame, and you can check out that. We would love for you to subscribe. It's definitely something we're trying to grow, and leave us a comment on the podcast. We would certainly love that. Animal Facts is saying, tell your wife I uploaded a new cat video today. Animal Facts, it's funny that you think we haven't already seen your video. Because you use a chatbot based on my advice, we see your videos as soon as they come out. Beanie Draws is saying, LOL, I was out for a bit. I have to remember to clear my Tuesday mornings for you. He's in New Zealand, so he's listening to us on Tuesday mornings. Ricky Garcia is, but I code websites. However, I work as a developer. Hey, great point, Ricky Garcia. You know, most of the audience here, they're like small-time creators or independent entrepreneurs, and they're not going to hire a developer. You know, you're probably working for bigger clients, as I do. You know, I'm hired by bigger companies, companies that are multi-million dollars. Like my smallest client is $3 million in revenue. So I get it. It's a whole different ball game. Most of us are going to build websites on our own. We're not going to be subbing out. But if you are subbing out and you're going to build a complex, customized website, you should absolutely be working with someone like Ricky Garcia or a developer. So I absolutely believe in that. Green Screen Master is saying, should a channel trailer be a slideshow or a video? Guys, you got to respect the platform. If you've ever seen any of my training content, you know that I believe in platform, people, and purpose, okay? You've got to have respect for the platform that you're on, meaning that if you're going to be putting a video on YouTube, it needs to be a video. A slideshow is a collection of images. It's not a video per se. So your channel trailer should absolutely be a video. Doesn't mean you can't use elements of a slideshow, but here's a quick tip, depending on if you're a Mac or a PC guy. If you're on a Mac, you can use Keynote and create an animated slideshow for your video and export it to MP4. It's kind of like a slideshow, but it moves like a video. Another tip is there's a PowerPoint website. I can't remember the name of it right now. I'll have to find it out for you guys. You know the name of that site that you can make PowerPoints and they're kind of animated and they're fun? You can use that site and then export it or record the screen as a video, and then that slideshow will function as a video. So it's a great question, but I'll tell you this, guys, if you start uploading bad stuff to YouTube because you're trying to fake it till you make it, you know, people aren't going to watch and it's going to kill your channel. So I want you guys to be really careful of that, okay? Everything Tesla, good to see you, buddy. Thanks for coming in. We're going to wrap up in just a second. Larry Snow is saying that Adobe Dreamweaver does have some use cases. He uses it for mobile apps. That's awesome. I'm glad to have learned that from you because I would have said, no, absolutely not. Don't use it. Green Screen Master is saying, should I use Powtoons? I love Powtoons. Absolutely. And you know what you can do is you can start using Powtoons with your slideshow and sort of use them in and out. You can take Powtoons. What are some other good animated ones? Video Maker FX. I love Video Maker FX. Very limited, but you can use Video Maker FX along with green screen video and make some pretty fantastic hybrid videos. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching today. It's been a blast going through Monday Night Live with you. I hope you got your questions answered, and if not, as soon as I hang up, ask your questions in the comment section below. I'm going to be answering comments for the rest of the night inside this comment section. And if you're watching on the replay, go ahead and ask your question as well. As long as you tag me or I get the alert, I'll be happy to answer. I appreciate you guys being here, and I appreciate what you do for the community. Remember, there are people out there right now that have questions that only your videos can answer. So keep pushing and keep testing. I'm Owen Video. We'll see you guys on Wednesday.